all the restarts before that, we were getting such good launches on the bottom. I just felt like it was maybe the right thing to do. You know, I'll go back and look at it. Eric obviously had a fantastic launch there on the top, and really was able to kind of roll up and get more even than I thought he was going to be able to. And just got down into one, and you know the hard part is they're doing it right now. They're blowing the marbles right across in front of the drivers, and you got hot tires, you pick that all up. And I had been free on entry all day and going down into turn one, and basically back into the side of the 19 car. So you know, it's disappointing. At the same time, we all have the same racetrack, we all have the same name. You know, I'll take this on the shoulders and figure out what I can do to be better. And you know, we might be in that same scenario come a couple of months from now. You know, we'll get back here racing the championship. So I'll go back, look at the notes, really watch the tape back, and figure out what I can do together.
If I could come over and say we apologize for the caution, big lights came over.
Yeah, I mean, that's a bad spot to be in, right? Like, nobody wants to cause a caution. Nobody wants to be in that position. And, you know, especially when, you know, the leader's out front and got a 2-second lead or a second-and-a-half lead or whatever it is, right? With time to go. But it's just how this place is. You know, we blew the left rear tire in the spring last year with 3 laps to go or 4 laps to go. Just probability of a caution in that last 5 laps is really high. You got to know that. You hope it doesn't happen when you're leading. But, you know, it's how it goes. And like I said, I'm proud of our team. The team did everything I could ask for them to do. They brought a race car that was absolutely phenomenal. I think we showed that. The middle part of the run, I don't know that there was anybody that could hang with us. We're gonna have to do a little work on the long run if we get one of the, more of those in the fall race. They did a great job, but really when it all comes down to it, I'm really proud of the effort that we put in.
You have kind of an odd relationship with this place. When that caution came out, were you like, here we go again?
Yeah, I mean, I want to love this place. I mean, I want a championship here. We've won races here. We've done all the right things here. I really want to love it, but it's like golf. You're one hole away from throwing your clubs in the water, and you hit a great approach shot to the green, and you're like, this is the greatest game in the world, right? Racing's the same way, and this racetrack's the same way. You come back here every time thinking you're going to do it differently, or you're going to do it better, or you're going to do whatever, and stuff like that happens. So we have a running joke that as a 17, we don't make it easy, and Phoenix is the 7th car of the schedule right now for us.
So you're more throw the clubs in the water guy rather than break it over your knee.
I don't know if you've met me, Bob, but I don't know that I'm strong enough to break the clubs over my knee, so I'll just throw the whole bag in the water. Depending on how bad the day is, we might just drive the golf cart and all in there and just cut our losses and call it a day. So I've never done that, but I've been really close. So really close. Only reason I don't throw them in is because I know my wife won't let me buy another set of clubs. So, you know, I'm still rocking the old, I don't know, like 10-year-old golf clubs. So maybe I should, then I get a new set.
I don't know how, but could you see the battle for the win, or were you too far?
Oh no, I was right behind it.
Okay. Did you feel like? Is that kosher for the win? I
mean, I think Alex knew the position he was in on the outside. You don't want to be in that position. You know, Alex had to throttle up. Eric, I mean, he was in the position he was in. I think the 20 was actually, if those two made any more contact, it didn't slow them down anymore. I think the 20 ends up winning the race, to be honest. So, you know, you're in a tough spot there. You know, selfishly, you know, I'd love to see Chevrolet win, but at the same time, it made for great racing for the fans. And I think it's a preview of what we're going to see, you know, come later on in the year when we get back here for a championship. And that same move has happened 1,000 times here, whether it be for a win or a championship, whatever. So, you know, I think at this point, Bob, everything's fair game. We are a full contact sport. I don't know that there are any rules anymore. So, either way, though, I thought Eric had the better car, and I took that away from him by what happened in 1 and 2. So, you know, I'm glad he was able to get back up there and win, right? Eric and I have been friends for a long time, and so I was glad to see him be able to rebound. But I'd much rather see myself in victory lane. So, we'll see.
And what? Forgive me if you already answered this. It was kind of hard to hear there for a little bit. What happened down there in turn 1 and 2 with Almirola?
Yeah, I mean, so we're under the caution there. You know, you're out there on hot tires, and they blew all the marbles right out in front of all the field. And we picked it all up, and you know, under caution, I could just tell, you know, warming the tires up. I was trying to get all of it off of there best I could, and I hadn't been loose on entry all day. And we drove down in turn 1, and I was I was sideways as soon as I lifted off the accelerator and was just kind of hanging on. Honestly, if Eric wasn't there, I was backing into the fence at about 900 miles an hour just because of, he was able to steer me like a rudder and keep me from crashing. So I owe him a big thank you. But it's just frustrating to lead that many laps, to have a car that good, and then to walk out here with a 5th place finish. I mean, there's days that I would have loved to have finished 5th here. Today wasn't one of them.
Yeah. And you talked about you've raced Almirola for years. I mean, how cool is it? You guys coming up in the sport as young guns, and now you guys are kind of I guess I don't want to call you old, but like
we're old. Don't worry. Yeah, we're old.
Yeah.
Eric when he was deciding what he was going to do for kind of the next chapter of his career, we talked a lot. He ran this program by me, and we talked a lot about coming back to Xfinity. And I told him, I said, listen, man, you're going to have more fun than you've ever had in your entire life. And we were joking up on the driver intro stage, him, myself, and Alex Bowman, and we were joking about how probably 90% of the Cup guys would love to feel what this Xfinity car feels like again, just because of how out of the racetrack and slip sliding around and just how much fun this car is to drive. So it's I don't know, it's hard to be happy for somebody else when you have a day like today, but on the other side of it, when you have somebody that's a friend, it's really easy to be happy for him. And if you can't win it, you hope that it's somebody that you love to respect, and he's a great race car driver. Seeing Abby and Alex here and being able to watch them go to victory lane, like, those moments are special. You're never going to get those back. And I remember what it was like for us last fall with having the kids here. And, it was cool to see those memories being made.
Thank you.